That said, everybody, we got some career mode to play. We got some pro clubs to play tonight with the friendos. Let's get down to business with old Liverpool. We're ready to rock. We're getting ready for our first season back in the Premier League. But we know we got some business. We got some business to attend to in terms of what we were looking for with this roster. So we have a bunch of options currently being scouted out. And we will we'll see what happens. For the moment, though, if I'm not mistaken, we were good to just kind of move on. Yeah, Peru, Croatia, Argentina being scouted. Good to go. Are you the first to play NHL when it's been the same game for 5 years? Wheels spitting fire. Jesus. That game has a family. That game has a family. Goodness. Goodness. A family, I say. A goddamn family. All right, let's see what we got here. Transfer budget increase. Oh, cool. They added $96 million to our budget, so we got $145 million to spend. Cade Gordon's out to Villarreal. Gomer, I'm just looking at options, buddy. Just looking at options for all of you guys. Finland countdown clock says Central 23 is playable in 17 hours. I mean, again, we'll see what happens. In terms of like the trial, it's typically a 10-hour trial through EA Play. So, we'll see what's up. Wheels, we got promoted up to the Premier League. We won the league by 1 point last year. Oh boy, there's the Fabinho offer. We got a couple of dominoes that are going to fall. It's saying I could get up to 98.6 million. So let's go talk about moving Fabinho on to RB Leipzig. And they'll meet the 98.6 million. For a player of his age, 32 years old, that's a no-brainer. As good as he is, that's an absolute no-brainer. Even if I wasn't planning on selling him, it would be a good time to sell him now because of that. It really would be. Holy transfer offers. Okay, Copenhagen are in for Connor Bradley. Apparently I can aim for 11.9. Again, I wouldn't have minded keeping Connor Bradley. But was I right having Connor Bradley on a transfer offer? And then Peter Baker, we're going to delegate that. Sociedad love to pick up our players. They love it. Pin on a potential soft pen against Liverpool. So Arsenal were the better team today. No doubt. No doubt. I do think the kick out penalty kind of soft when a handball for your arm being over here. Like when your arm's over here and that's not a penalty. That's a natural hand position when playing defense. I don't know what I'm doing with my hand right now. Maybe something certain officials gave to those referees that, had the match going today. But that is sports. Sometimes you are the fucker. Sometimes you are the fucky. And Liverpool were the fucky today in terms of how everything went down. It be what it be. Was I trying to transfer out both of these two? I can't remember what my logic was for this. Aside from just like, shit, get rid of both of them. But at their age, I feel like they should be loan listed. So I don't know what I was thinking last night. I'm going to add you to the loan list. Add Ramsey to the loan list. I feel like I made a mistake there. A mistake. Oh, Arsenal are legit. I don't think they'll win the league, though. I agree with that. Let's see, we're going to reject that for Copenhagen. I might regret that. We'll see what happens. We will see what happens. Okay, more moves. Kelleher. An offer from Guingamp. The Guingamp. 8.5 million. We sell him, then we really need to find a backup goalie. 9.3 million, though. You could argue it would just be worth keeping him as a second choice goalkeeper for the season. What's that extra 9.3 million going to do, And then Dway Do. I will set you to be loaned out for the next 2 years. Brad, I don't disagree with that. Gabriel Jesus is one hell of a player. And, my God, best thing that could have ever happened for his career is moving to Arsenal as City was trying to bring in Haaland. It just kind of worked out. That's one of those worked out well for both sides situations. You know? Sorry, I'm catching up on some reading material here. Yeah, NHL list of players on waivers. Some damn good players out there. All right, Kelleher. What is the point of moving on from you for $9.3 million aside from this is the peak value that you're going to have? I'm going to go for it. This might be a big, big mistake. I should probably just view him as like a self-rental. And unfortunately, they are being difficult. Stall. We'll see if they come back. Mike Riley, yes, the most polarizing player in all of the NHL. Mike Riley. The ultimate analytic versus eye test debate surrounds Mike Riley, let me tell you. You look at it from an analytical perspective, he's pretty damn good. You look at it from the eye test, he's the worst player of all time. Fabinho! Oh boy, another one of our starting players has left. Fabinho out to RB Leipzig for $98.6 million. Jesus. Apparently, I could have made $22.2 million more. I don't believe that at all, based on the asking price, but we got nearly $100 million in. Granted, the transfer budget will technically be less. It's an extra $85 million to the transfer budget, which is nuts. We got a couple offers for Kelleher, so let's try to sort this out. Try to sort this out. 9.3 is the price. I am not selling him for any less. Because I don't absolutely have to get rid of him. All right, these guys can suck it. Get on out of here. And then the other offer. Back over to this French team, since he won't be going to Italy. Have you had time to think about how much you really want Kelleher? All right, reject. Get out of there. Unless we get our price for him, I'm not selling him because we don't have to sell him. So Dway Do, 2-year loan out to Braga. See if he goes there. Peter Baker, 2-year loan out to Sociedad. And Sidney Rybiger. See if we send him out to Pisa for 2 years as he continues to get better. See what happens with all of those moves. And we have simmed enough. We should have responses from our scouts. So first and foremost, if we take a look at our list of things, that backup goalkeeper, there are 2 promising goalkeepers. They're both regens or academy players from someone else. Tim Schuster, Taro Oliver. I'm trying to think of who these would be regens of. I'm sure Neuer is one of them. This guy has potential to be special. And then Oliver just outright looking for a new club. We might pull off the double for those 2. We might. And then first team quality, if we wanted an immediate backup, all these guys are going to be way too good. First team quality sets the bar way too high. A promising center back to replace Joe Gomez, if he goes, would be Noah Mbamba. Noah. The Belgian. See if he's the guy. We needed the world-class left back, potentially, which would be where all of our big money is spent. So we won't go for Guerrero. Won't go for Sessegnon. I mean, we could go for the Brighton guy. 83 overalls. Ait Nori at an 85 on Wolves. We have plenty of money here, too. There's the 88 rated Nuno Mendes from Leicester. Grimaldo on Man City. Acuna on Leipzig, but he's 34. Angelino. Fonzo Davies. And there'd be a lot of support to bring in the Canadian. I don't typically like to target players on major clubs, but I might make an exception this time. David Raum, who's 28. His contract's up. Piero Hincapi, I guess it would be, on Leverkusen. Got to learn your name, buddy. Renan Lodi. Ferland Mendy's 31 at this point. Kieran Tierney's with Barcelona. Jesus. Juan Miranda on Real Betis. Cancelo, Ben Chilwell. Gosens, Jose Gaia. Gabriel Goodmanson. Lille just got relegated, too, so he'd be a pretty good signing. Regulon. Melvin Bard at 25 years old. We'll have to take a look at him. 24 years old. Adrian Truffert. The Truffert. And a regen, free agent, Andreas Oliveira. Again, not sure who that would be. Same with Ignacio Ortiz. We don't normally go for regens, but it could be done in this instance. Take a look at Luca Pellegrini. Probably Alaba or Alonso. Yeah. And there's Calvin Bassey. Alaba as opposed to Jordi Alba. That makes more sense. Calvin, you're only an 83. It looks like we can aim a little bit higher than that. And Oscar Dorley we'll take a look at. So quite a few left backs. We have the money to spend, so we probably will. We were talking about a second choice center mid to play with Curtis Jones. Let's see who's out there. Charlie Patino. Englishman. Patino? I guess it would be then. Oyer Blanco. Spanish center mid. Again, not quite sure who you'd be. And then Albert Iglesias. All right, we got options. And then the promising strikers. We have Tell on AC Milan. Daniel Weber, the Frenchman. See, like a Benzema replacement, approached by Dusseldorf. And then Louis Chambers, the Englishman. Okay. All right. We got options. There's a lot of younger guys out there, too. I'm surprised. Last time we tried to look for younger players in this, of this ilk, it didn't quite work out. So then transfer hub-wise, let's get a little bit of scouting in there. Some of these guys might go elsewhere, and that's okay. I'm good with not, just rating the free agent list. So let's sim a little bit more, but we're looking okay in terms of who we were looking to bring in. Looking pretty good. Still got more players moving out too. Interest in Malero. Atletico Madrid, 127 million. Fucking take him. In fairness, I think he was a right wing, right? And there was no way we were going to bring him in. All right, Kelleher, another interesting offer. Getafe. Does Mike Riley get claimed? I think the problem is, if you look at all the UFAs out there, or not the UFAs, but the waiver wire out there, there's some good fucking players. Interesting players. Brett Leeson's on that list. I mean, shit, Tampa put Phil Myers after re-signing him, so... I got to be honest, I think it's going to be kind of a boring day in terms of claims. I think he makes it, but he should get claimed. All right, Kelleher, will you be leaving now that I have some goalkeepers, I'm intrigued. I mean, Nick Foligno is not good anymore, so. 8.5 is the max offer we're getting for Kelleher, and I'm not going to accept that. Give me that extra, or he's not going anywhere. Baker, Rybiger, 2-year loan to send him out to Pisa. And Balagizi has an offer from Ajax. We love doing business with Ajax. They're the ones that bought Mo Salah. When was the last time Sweeney did a cap dump trade? Long time ago is my guess. Well, the David Backus trade, which, yeah, feels like forever ago. I think would be the one that would qualify. All right. Should be Peter Baker on his way out. Yep. He is off to Real Sociedad. Next 2 years as he continues to train up. We'll see if he ever kind of makes it as our main man. I doubt it. So Baker's been loaned out. Oscar Dorley has an offer out for him. That's fine. So we're getting some reports back from those free agents that we were looking at. Think about the Dickinson trade. I think Chicago did well. They get a serviceable player in the draft pick. Vancouver clears out cap space for a player that really wasn't going to work. So not bad. I don't know if Riley Stillman's a massive improvement on who they already have, though. Dewey Du is off to Braga for the next 2 years. He'll train up a little bit. I actually might have to recall him, but Balagizi, we will accept a 2-year loan offer out to Ajax. We're looking good so far. We're looking good in terms of the players that we've been able to move out. This preseason tournament continues to just not start. Another departure. This is going to be Sidney Ryberger. Out to Pisa. Does Cole Caulfield deserve Schneip? No. Not this early. So Ryberger's out. We get another offer for Joe Gomez, Napoli. 51.6 million is going to be our target. 51.6 again. Gomez, last year of his contract, there's just no way he's going to be able to stay and be happy here. So we'll get out ahead of things and move him now. And no, an extra 6 million, and they said no. Fair enough. And then Connor Bradley, it's Manchester United that are interested. Absolutely not. He'll never play. He'll never play. So, like I said, we don't have to move out Gomez. I mean, worst case scenario is Oscar Dorley, one of the guys we had just shortlisted, goes elsewhere. There'd be no point, as James Balagizi's out to Ajax for 2 years, there'd be no point in selling Gomez or Kelleher this year unless we get the price that we want for him. They're useful enough to us just in like the depth role that they have already. So I like how it just auto sims an excellent training day without me actually having to do anything. It's beautiful. Okay, what do we got? We got a loan offer. Arsenal for Calvin Ramsey. Reject. No way he'd play, and we get some scouting reports back. So let's take a look. The transfer hub. So for strikers, still scouting Chambers. There's Daniel Weber. There's Tell. Got some of these other guys that we're still scouting, so let's wait it out. But we know that Oscar Dorley just left. I don't know if they'd move him again. Got a lot of players on this list. Louis, a major amount. Every year is a major amount of changes. We did just sell Fabinho. Another offer for Joe Gomez. It's a player swap, though. There's no way I'm taking a player swap. But yeah, we're having to continue to adapt the team based off of, you know, who's getting better, who's getting older. 58 million for Joe Gomez. They say no. We'll tell them no, thank you. Yeah, or it was a pretty rough game. Could have gotten a draw. Referee said no. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? All right, interest in Noah Mbamba. We might have to move fast for some of these guys now. Wolfsburg, interested in Kelleher. You know the price. Everyone's trying to go 8.5. No, sir. 9.3 or piss off. Reject. Come to my office with the serious offer or piss off. All right, so transfer-wise, let's decide this. So goalkeeper-wise, we do have numerous dudes, including Tim Schuster on Lazio, but he's going to be way too good. We don't know enough about Taro Oliver. It would just be a random signing for presumably a regen. And then we have the rando veterans like Daniel Bentley, Carl Darlow. Harvey Giles isn't quite good enough to be our first choice option as a backup. Bentley or Darlow would certainly do the job. And we kind of have to go off of what we already know. So Tim Schuster, there's just no way I'd imagine him accepting the role of a backup, essentially. We can try really quickly because he's going to be unbelievable. $48 million. Let's approach to buy. Let's just see what the price would be. We are going to outright offer the $48 million. They want 54 and a 15% sell-on clause. How about 50 with that 15%? Done deal. How would you rate all the different GM modes this year? NBA number 1. And this is just my scale for what I'm interested in. What I think they have to offer. NBA. FIFA. NHL. MLB. None of them are bad. But NHL is a hell of a lot closer to MLB than it is to this or NBA. All right, so Schuster, the big question with you. Big question is what role are you looking for? An important role. If he won't accept rotation, he's not coming here. Yeah, all right, so that's it. So we will not be bringing in Schuster. He's not a fit for the team in terms of playing time. But we could take a random chance on this Finn Taro Oliver and then still bring in like a Daniel Bentley or a Carl Darlow for the second team. So let's go ahead. Where's Madden? That's a fair point. NBA, FIFA, Madden, NHL, MLB. Taro Oliver. We don't know a damn thing about you, buddy, but you're out there. Reese, what's going on? All right. What type of role? So he wants rotation. Okay, so he's actually going to be good. I'm okay with that. He could be our direct Kelleher replacement. I'm very bad. 17 years old, and he's already good enough to have a rotation role, though. How good is this guy going to be? 5-year deal, no release clause. We'll give you 15 grand a week, 14 grand a week, and a $100,000 signing bonus. And he accepts it. So we have a new second choice goalkeeper. It's this random regen, Taro Oliver. But he was out there. We're going to go for it. 74 rated at 17 years old. That's exactly what we were looking for a backup to Kelleher. Which means we don't need Daniel Bentley. We don't need Darlow, Bill Hamid, Horvath, Ochoa, Steele. But for shits and gigs... Oh, good. It's showing Ochoa over Giles. Let's get Ochoa out of there. I think it's glitched, and I think I just dropped it. Can somebody clip the last 30 seconds of the stream for me really quickly? Can somebody clip that? Because the list, like, glitched out, and I accidentally dropped the wrong dude. That random, like, center back or right back. So Harvey Giles from Harrogate. Reds, what's up? Let's look to... Yeah, it's really weird. I have no idea what center back could drop. Thank you, Warrior. Appreciate you. Let me see. So it was Mabamba. From what I could tell. Or not. He was right there. It just resorted it. Okay, so from what I can tell, it actually didn't lose anybody. I think. Hopefully. All right. Was worth double checking. Thank you. So Harvey Giles, I mean, he was a season 1 meme. But we'll probably bring him in as a third choice option. Not bad, Reese. Not bad. Not much of a FUT player anymore. Harvey Giles has been on the list forever. We got to bring him in, probably this year. But goalkeeper, we're set. We have the Kelleher replacement. So we're good. Center back wise, we are losing Joe Gomez. And we need a 5th choice rando. So, I mean, Noah Mbamba. We know someone else has put in an offer for him. So we're just going to go for him. His market value is $9 million. So it shouldn't be that tough. I mean, honestly, an $8 million transfer fee. And we'll give him a 5% sell on. And that should do the deal. Okay, that's interesting. They want Connor Bradley. I'm not interested in that, to be honest. Not interested in that. I'll give it $10 million for him. And they took it. All right, cool. Oh, I've never packed an icon. The best thing I got was I think Thanksgiving Day 2017. I packed a 97 inform Luis Suarez. What a day it was. So Noah Mbamba, we're going to bring you in. You are our best choice right now to be either a Gomez replacement or our 5th choice center back. He wants rotation, so he'll be the Gomez replacement. Okay. He wants rotation, so he will be the direct Joe Gomez replacement. I'm good with that. Let's go $10K a week, $50,000 signing bonus, see what they think. $14,500 a week, $140,000 signing bonus, and an appearance bonus. You got it. Noah, welcome to Liverpool. You are the Joe Gomez replacement. Beautiful. We are finally making this team younger now that we get back to the Premier League, which was the goal. Noah is 74 rated, 21 years old. Not bad. Not bad at all. So we could still bring in Sebastian Coates back to Liverpool. Played here a decade ago. We can bring him back. He wants an important squad role. Now, I can sign him to that. That will accomplish one of our goals. There is no way I'm playing him in that role, but I also don't give a shit if we upset him by not playing him. If we're being honest, I could not care less if he gets mad. So Sebastian, perfect. So Coates is back. That is 2 birds with 1 stone right there in terms of our goals. Like one direct objective for the season. At least it should be. And then we get our 5th choice center back. Beautiful. Let me go check objectives really quickly. Did that not go through? Sign 1 player, crucial or important. So I guess it's going to have to be a non-free agent. Okay. It'll have to be non-free agent. That's okay. Poor phrasing, but that's EA's fucking MO. We saw that in Madden. The people there don't know how to structure sentences. I don't know how that works that way, but it's what we deal with. So we will have to decide on left backs. We will have to decide on a new center mid. So Pino can go. And we need to decide on strikers. Get rid of Suso. Get rid of Emil Smith-Rowe. Malero. Okay. So, left backs. Holy shit, this regen. 19 years old, 83 rated. Fuck me. Yeah, I think we have to take that. My God. Like, how do we not sign this kid? You know? Like I said, I normally don't like dealing in regens, but I'm only signing him because it's a position I need. We're going to have to sign Andreas Oliveira. And then honestly, we're still going to have to go out and splash big money on someone like Nuno Mendes, I should say. Wow. I did not expect him to be that good. Let's take a look at these stats too. Left back's probably good for him, too. It's pacey, good defense. Yeah, left back's pretty much the perfect spot for him, too. That will create future issues for us, but we are 100% going to sign this guy. 100%. Screw it. Someone else is going to get him. Why can't it be us? He's probably going to want important right out of the gates, too. Yeah. Okay. All right. No release clause. 22K a week. You got it. Andreas Oliveira. This random god of a left back. Welcome in to Liverpool. That said, I still have to sign an elite left back to accomplish our goal this year. I still have to. Still have to. So Dorley doesn't really fit the bill there. VB, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. All right. We'll wait a minute to decide who we're going after there. We're still going to look to bring in Giles. Fred, who was a free agent, he went off to Levante, so we won't worry about him. And actually, center mid. Okay, all I was thinking of was Dew. So Bellingham, Wirtz, Jones, someone else. Still need someone to play next to Curtis Jones. Who is that going to be? It's not going to be Fred. Kondogbia. Charlie Patino's out there. Here, Blanco now on LFC and Iglesias. I only hit the B button once, but it brought us all the way back. We'll figure that out in a minute. Not sure quite what it's going to be. And honestly, Jeff Kondogbia, we could bring in as a fifth choice option. Send the strikers for the second team. I think, again, we can wait it out. It's not the most important situation in the world. So we almost have this team set up. It's been a weird one. We know Kelleher can go because we have Taro Oliver. He'll be the backup now for a while. He won't be like the elite option. But now we have two above 80 but sub 90 potential left backs, which is unreal. Beck can still be the second choice left back. So honestly, we are going to loan list both of these. Whoever goes first goes. The other one stays. Actually, in fairness, I need both of these guys to get loaned out. That way Beck can be on the second team. Okay. Noah's exciting. Okay. Again, I totally forgot we still have Lionel Messi. We just randomly signed him last year so he wouldn't retire as a free agent. Would have been depressing. All right. So this team. This was the year that we needed to move, based on our setup, to the 4-2-4. That has been the catalyst for all of our moves here to get set up for this new season. All right, a whole lot of defenders on this roster right now, too. So we'll have Allison there. Kelleher. Well, I mean, shit, we're selling Kelleher, so let's put Oliver there. Darwin still got that negative OVR attached to him because he was last at goalkeeper, so that's a nice little glitch. God. Kustrim Lala up top. All right, center back. Get Gomez in there, right back. Let's get Trent. So defensively, we need to bring up a Bastoni. Bring up Kanate. Left back. I mean, for the moment, it's got to be Oliveira over Nilsson. Can't believe I'm saying that, but that's just kind of how the tides have turned. So I have Kelleher, Coates. God damn, Paulie, what's going on, man? Icon, it wasn't great. It wasn't great. But it be what it be. So I'll say Gomez on the bench. Put Sepp out for Jude. We're trying to sell Gomez, so for the moment, put him behind Kelleher and not really factor him into the team at all. Get Leao over here. Jota here. Darwin up top. Jota does play left wing. I mean, that front four is ungodly. Like, seriously, this is our first team right now, and we're probably going to get an improvement at left back. It's gross. Like, this team is 100% gross. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. For the moment, we're not really factoring in the veteran Messi to our plans. We are also trying to sell Le Penant. Wheels, what's going on, buddy? How are you tonight? All right. Honestly, I think that bench is okay. What a team, though. What a team. I don't know if I want Bastoni as the... Let's have Jude as the captain. I mean, shit, he's been captaining Dortmund, IRL. So, Wheels, I'm doing great, man. I'm doing great. Messi in the reserves is hilarious. What's worse is he was a free agent for a season and a half. That's what's worse. I saved him. First preseason game against FC Gua. I know it's preseason. How the fuck did my first team just lose to this random team? I don't even know. Where are they even from? Oh, they're from the Indian League. Founded in August of 2014. I'm just gonna go